Coliseum is hosting an event with a distinct Olympic flavor. And with more, here's Bonnie Bernstein.
Well, Craig, many have said this year's field is the most talented in NCAA history, and one of the big reasons for that, obviously, is the number of 2,000 Olympians entering the college ranks. UCLA's Jamie Dantzscher and Christian Maloney and Michigan's Elise Ray are all competing here, and they talked to us about their journey from Sydney to the Super Six. In the past, America's Olympic gymnasts would close out their careers at the Games closing ceremonies. But now, 3 of the red, white, and blue's brightest stars are shining among the collegiate ranks, just months after competing on sport's greatest stage. And while some saw the Olympics showing as subpar, the ladies themselves have a different point of view.
We didn't medal, and people were disappointed, but we were all satisfied because we really came together at the end as a team and hit all our routines, and there's nothing more people could ask for. It was a lot of fun.
Fun is now the operative word for UCLA freshman Jamie Dantzscher, fellow Bruin Christian Maloney, and Michigan's Elise Ray, all who appreciate the change of pace from the pressure of Olympic competition.
You're not out there by yourself anymore. You have 13 other girls behind you. It just keeps the energy up for the whole team, and it's just so much more fun and more exciting.
It's totally different from club gymnastics, and you know, it's a lot more fun, and that school is a big part of it also. It comes first, and then gymnastics, you know, it's a big adjustment there too.
The transition for teammates Dantzscher and Maloney, as well as Ray, has been a smooth one. Each is already ranked among the nation's college elite, and while the competitive stage may be just a little bit smaller, there might come a greater reward in the concept of working toward a team goal.
I still get really nervous when I go into meets. I always have. I've been really nervous, but it's a different feeling. It's a more excited feeling, you know. I don't have to worry if I make a mistake, I'm gonna get, you know, chewed out after the meet. It's more about, you know, going out there and wanting to hit for your team, and it's so much fun.
Well, as we've seen, the Olympians are already making an impact in the college ranks. Elise Ray is this year's all-around co-national champion as a freshman, although, Craig, with all of the experience she has, it doesn't seem quite right calling her a freshman, does it?
Welcome back to Athens, Georgia for the 2001 NCAA Women's Gymnastics Championship. Craig Bowler-Jack back along with Amanda Borden. Amanda, you take a look at this race after 3 rotations. UCLA going after their 2nd straight national championship. Georgia and Michigan battling very, very tight.
Well, a lot of the teams started off rough, but they've all pulled it back together. UCLA is going into the toughest event, which is the balance beam, and that's the event that can make it or break it. As for Georgia, they've had to pull Lissy off the floor exercise, but they're going into their 2 strongest events. And for Michigan, they're just staying steady and strong. UCLA,
the defending national champs, undaunted here on the road. Georgia so loud, but yet after 3 rotations, 6 9-9s or better.
They had outstanding performances on their 2 best events. If they can carry that into their 2 last events, they're going to do great.
The standings after 3 rotations, UCLA on top, followed by Georgia and Michigan tied for 2nd. Nebraska, Alabama, and Utah, number 6. The Utes will begin their 4th rotation on the vault. UCLA the bars, Alabama the beam, and Georgia takes to the floor. UCLA is trying to be the first school to win back-to-back national titles since Georgia's back-to-back championships in 1998 and 1999. And meantime, the Gym Dogs keeping a close eye on that injured ankle of their 5-time All-American Chrissy Lissy. To the bars, Onnie Willis of UCLA. Willis already scoring a 9-9 on the floor.
Beautiful uprising handstand. Getting ready for a Tkachev. Great height.
Amanda, UCLA ranked number 1 in this apparatus.
Onnie's had a very clean routine. Looking for a good landing on this dismount. She'll be dismounting forwards, double front half. Great landing.
Mark and Margie shouting encouragement to Onnie Willis. To the floor, Georgia's Talya Vexler, a junior from Amherst, Massachusetts, a 2-time All-American.
You know, Talya actually actually had a surgery before her freshman year similar to Kristen Maloney's. She had a rod put in her shin, and her freshman year was only able to compete beam, so I know she's excited to be out here competing one of Georgia's strongest events.
Talya comes from a family of gymnasts. Mom and dad competed at UMass, brother at Temple, uncle at Penn State, and grandmother was an alternate on the 48 Olympic team.
Wow. One pass to go. Ending with a nice double pike. Great job.
Big roar of approval here from the hometown crowd. Georgia ranked #2 in this event, trying to keep pace with UCLA. Onnie Willis scores on the bar, 9-9. And Vexler, a very solid score on the floor of 9-8-5-0. And let's go back to the floor. Chelsa Byrd, freshman from Little Rock, Arkansas. The floor, Amanda, her strongest event.
And you can tell by that tumbling pass, she did a front through to full in. Very difficult. This is the event where the crowd comes in. They have the energy, the excitement. It's very easy to perform when you're in front of people who are supporting you.
Coach Auckland right there shouting words of encouragement.
A little bit of hop on that last pass, double pike.
In the crowd, Chelsa's mom, Phyllis. That should be a solid score for Georgia. Could they be making a move? Thompson with their own play-by-play of what happened on the uneven bars. Byrd scores a 9-8-5-0 on the floor. On the uneven bars, the 2001 champion, Tousek from UCLA. Part of that talent pool, the deep talent pool of UCLA, a two-time Canadian Olympian.
She performed an almost flawless routine, earning a 9.938 and the championship.
Well, the pressure is on Tousek as Georgia begins to climb towards UCLA. The Bruins, Amanda, can ill afford a mistake here.
Well, we know she can do it. She's a beautiful routine. Nice Jaeger.
Tousek scored a career best 9.975 on this routine at the Maui Invitational back in January.
She's got to be thinking about the landing. Beautiful double layout. Couldn't have asked for better.
Back to the floor. This is Georgia's Cory Fritzinger.
Korea's outstanding tumbling. Whipped through to double full.
The 2001 SEC Freshman of the Year.
She's chosen some great music to start her routine out with. The double went down to Georgia.
Amanda, as you watch each of these athletes, you can tell their personalities as she mixes it up.
That's right. That's the best thing about this event. You get to show some personality, and the athletes do have a say in the music they get to use. This is very energetic, powerful routine, ending with a beautiful triple full.
Father Cliff in the stands applauding, and the rest of the Georgia Bulldog fans. So much energy from that young lady. Here's Toussek's score on the bars, 9.925. And Fritzinger scores 9.825 on the floor. Still to come, the fourth rotation continues, and we'll see the nation's leader on the bar, Suzanne Sears, after this message and a word from your local station.
Forming a handspring pike front half. A little bit short on the landing and had to take a step there.
for Alabama, still running in 5th position. Lissy Smith, though, with an impressive beam score of 9.850.
Let's take a look at her flight series right here. Back handspring, layout, layout. Very nice.
Moments ago, Jamie Dantzscher scored a terrific 9.975 while Georgia's Cory Fritzinger performed on the floor. Amanda, take us through the routine.
Well, I can tell you by the score that this routine is nearly perfect. It's going to be hard to find any deductions. Beautiful release move. Back to a packed salto. Creative transition right up to a back uprise handstand.
Dantzscher scored 2 perfect 10s in this event this season. The first time she stepped on the floor at the season opener at the Maui Invitational.
Beautiful. Double Arabian dismount. Perfect landing.
Now to the floor, Georgia's Marline Stevens.
Nice front through to 2.5. She's ranked 4th in this event. Just outstanding tumbling.
Also has been in that perfect 10 category once this season against Denver in mid-March. Ranked number 4, as you mentioned.
One pass to go. It's been very clean thus far. Ending with a beautiful double pike.
Very strong performance by Marline Stevens, a freshman from Houston. And the Gym Dogs continue to put pressure on UCLA. For Georgia, Marline Stevens scores a 9.9 on the floor, and that sets the stage now for the 2000 floor champion Suzanne Sears. Her mother Betty in the crowd as the 3-time All-American gets her turn on the floor.
The tumbling in this routine. Her first pass is incredible, and the crowd loves it. You'll hear it.
Sears performing to a cut of music you usually don't hear on this network.
She only has 1 tumbling pass to go. First one kind of counted as 2. She went up and back. Looking for a clean landing. Beautiful double pike.
Stegman Coliseum belongs to Suzanne Sears.
Let's watch his first tumbling pass again. It's incredible. A double back, immediately punch into a front, tumbling back to a double full, punch front again.
It wasn't the perfection this crowd wanted, but still a superb performance by Suzanne Sears. And after 4 rotations, UCLA, the #1 team in bars, falters. Georgia, a terrific floor exercise, trail by 1/10. Average scores: UCLA, Georgia, Michigan. Utah struggling in 6th. Up next, Georgia moves on to the vault. Michigan returns from a bye to take on the floor exercise. And we'll come back to Athens after